Hello friends, welcome to our channel Parables. Today we are going to tell you a short story about the birth of Lord Ganesha. So let's start the video.
One day, the goddess Parvati was on Mount Kailash, feeling lonely, while Lord Shiva was meditating. She desired a loyal attendant who was devoted solely to her obey her commands. Using the paste of turmeric and incense she had used for her bath, she molded the figure. As she continues to work, she form of a young boy slowly emerges from the paste. It becomes more detailed, more lifelike. Parvati holds the finished figure, gazing at it with profound love. She then infused life into this figure, and thus, Ganesha was born, completely devoted to his mother. Parvati accepted the boy as her son and, before going to bathe, she instructed him to guard the entrance to her abode and not allow anyone to enter until she had finished. Ganesha, utterly loyal, took his post. Soon after, Lord Shiva returned home from his long meditation. As he approached his dwelling, Ganesha, who had never seen Shiva before and only knew his mother's command, dutifully blocked his path and refused him entry. Shiva, the supreme god, was surprised and offended by this young boy who dared to obstruct him. Shiva's brow furrows slightly. He tries to push past Ganesha, but the boy, imbued with divine strength, stands firm. Nandi steps forward, indignant. A heated argument ensued, escalating into a fierce battle. Shiva's attendants, Ganas, were defeated by Ganesha, and eventually, Shiva himself, enraged by the boy's defiance, used his mighty trident and severed Ganesha's head. Parvati emerges from her bath, refreshed and radiant. She looks around, expects to see Shiva, then notices the stillness. She steps out of the chambers. Parvati sees the lifeless body of Ganesha, his head severed, lying on the ground. Her eyes widen in horror. Shiva steps out, alerted by her cry. He sees the scene, then his wife's fury. Parvati said, "What have you done, Shiva? You have slain my son, my own creation, my protector." Shiva said, "Your son? I knew not he was yours, Parvati. He barred my way, defied my authority." Parvati said, "He was fulfilling my command. You have committed an unforgivable act. If my son is not restored, I shall unleash my fury upon all of creation." Shiva, realizing the gravity of his mistake and wishing to console his wife, promised to bring the boy back to life. He sent his attendants out with the instruction to bring back the head of the first creature they found sleeping with its head facing north. Nandi and the Ganas search frantically. They pass various sleeping animals. Finally, they come upon a magnificent, wise-looking elephant calf sleeping peacefully, its head pointing north. Nandi hesitates, then, with a heavy heart, performs the necessary ritual and carefully takes the elephant's head. They returned with the head of a strong, wise elephant calf. Shiva immediately placed the elephant's head onto the boy's body and breathed new life into him. Ganesha awoke, now with the noble head of an elephant. To appease Parvati and honor the boy's unwavering devotion, Shiva recognized Ganesha as his own son and bestowed a great blessing upon him. He decreed that Ganesha would be known as Ganpati, Lord of the Ganas, and Vigneshwara, controller of obstacles. He ordained that Ganesha would be worshipped first before the commencement of any ritual, undertaking, or worship of any other deity, as he would be the one to remove all obstacles from the path of devotees.